Happy Thursday, everybody. I think I might be getting a phone call this afternoon about being an extra in a television show, hence why I have all the makeup on, so we'll see and cross your fingers. I love this quote that I put at the very beginning of this blog. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand, we listen to reply. Pretty interesting stuff if you ask me. My grandfather is a very quiet man, and I always tease him because he's so quiet. Whenever we're somewhere, I always look at him and say, Papa Dale, you are talking way too much and you just need to cool it down. And when I'm in group settings and there's someone that's been very quiet, I love to call them out as well and say, okay, you need to calm down because you've been talking way too much. And of course it always gets laughs. But my grandfather, he's really quiet, and every time I tease him, he always looks at me and says, you learn a lot more when you just sit back and listen. And I think he's onto something. When you just sit back and listen, it's amazing. There's this whole world that opens up. When we're having a conversation with someone, there are times that we only get 2 or 3 of the words because we're so excited to reply that we completely bypass anything they say and just respond. You know, it's funny because they may say 1 or 2 sentences that you agree or disagree with, and you're just focused on that you just jump in and you don't give them a time to explain or say anything else. I've done this before to other people, and I've had this happen to me both times. So I'm not right and I'm not wrong. I'm human and it's happened. But there is a lot to be said when you just sit back and listen and try to piece together exactly what the other person is saying. We don't take time and just listen. We usually just respond. I know I do it, and I know that I'm not alone out there. Maybe next time when you're with someone or somewhere, don't focus so much on, well, this is boring and I want to leave and they're not saying anything that I'm interested in. I'm not passionate about what they're saying. But you could be if you just sit back and listen. I've done it before, and it's kind of been a little experiment that I've tried, and I've enjoyed sitting back and just listening to someone and just trying to understand everything that's going on. And in my brain, I'm piecing together everything they say, word for word, note for note. And it's very fascinating. So with Papa Dale, I admire him for sitting back and listening, and I try to take a page out of his book, because you really do learn a lot when you just sit back and listen. So you should try it sometime. And on that note, I say happy Thursday. I'm gonna work on my hands because they don't really want to function today, so that means more exercise, which I plan on doing after this. So I'm gonna do that. Have a good Thursday. Thank you for coming to this blog, and I appreciate all your support, and in return I will be posting more and more cool things. Have a happy Thursday.